Hello, my name is Jenna Noonan. I am an occupational therapist.
And I'm Megan. I'm also an occupational therapist.
Today we're going to talk about some typical behaviors that you are probably going to see with elementary age kids. Today we're going to focus on that age range of around 5 to 8. So a lot of times we see behaviors and we get a lot of questions with children's behaviors, but sometimes behavior is typical. We all don't have children who don't have behaviors. I would love to find one who did. So we're going to talk about what some of the typical behaviors you might see in this age range are. We're back to school now, so you're probably going to see kids that are a lot more tired during the day and afterwards. The more tired a child or myself is, the more meltdowns that we're gonna see. So that is pretty common during this transitional period, and also like coming back from holidays is usually a big transitional period. And that might not just be the first couple days of school, that might be, for a month, like just trying to get that little body back into those daily routines. So you might see more meltdowns during this period. You might see kiddos that are just more irritated throughout the day. They're finally experiencing some of these newer emotions, and they might just be in general more emotional. So they might come home and they might be crying for no reason. We just had a friend that said they were trying to open their toothpaste and they couldn't open it, and so they were having a really hard time and they were crying. So little things like that might just trigger either more anger, more sadness, or just more emotional in general. They might be testing boundaries a little bit more, seeing what they can get away with in this new school setting, what they can get away with their teachers, with their peers, and at home. So recognize that testing boundaries is probably going to increase a little bit. They're still learning what emotions are themselves at this age, so just knowing that they might not have the words to communicate how they're feeling, so providing them with that language is a really good idea. Like, I see that you're crying, you look really sad, is a great way to do that, because they just don't know how to communicate them quite yet at this age or understand what they are feeling. You might noticing copying more peers, more imitation of peers, so that might be their behavior, positive or negative. And just wanting to be more independent at this age. So they're probably going to be seeking out a little bit more control and finding ways that they can be more independent. So just notice that more control seeking might be apparent.
For sure. Back to school time also comes with a lot of new routines, new changes, and this might bubble up some more fears in our kids. Mm-hmm. It's all that unknown. Big feelings are going on. So they might be more fearful and have more things that are kind of coming up and disrupting them that way. You also might see more perspective taking. So your kiddo might be understanding more about how others are thinking and feeling and taking that on some themselves, which can be heavy to learn how to balance. Mm-hmm. But it is definitely something that we want to be seeing. We want to see that empathy build. You're going to see more competitive play, lots of winning and losing, and maybe a little bit of cheating or changing the rules so I get to win, or so that we all get to win, because we are understanding other people's emotions too. You might see some more silly or high energy behavior. These kiddos have a lot of expectations on them at school to have a still body, and to be really in control of themselves and to focus. So when they're at home, where's all that energy gonna go? They're gonna release it all at home. Might be extra silly, and just need a place to be able to let that energy out. Be patient with your kiddos. Help them work through these big emotions, some of these changes. Label the emotions when you see them. Calm yourself so you can be there to help calm your kid. And stay tuned for next time when we give you some more strategies to help cope with some of these typical behaviors.
Thank you.